good morning, or good evening, depending on when you're watching this film. Welcome back home. This is how we would like to welcome you after the time of isolation or the time of necessary precautions that we were taking during the pandemic. While coming into the church, you are going to be welcomed by stewards who will be wearing gloves and masks. Do not be afraid, because this is the necessary precaution we need to take while welcoming you in the church. When you come into the church, the first thing you would need to do is to use the hand sanitizer. You will be able to help yourself to the leaflet we prepared especially for you, with the timings on when the church is open, and also with a couple of precautions that we strictly need to observe. You are able to help yourselves to some of the leaflets we keep in the church, including the Eucharistic prayer adoration, the spiritual act of Holy Communion, the instructions to pray the Rosary, and a couple of leaflets if someone is new in the church. Unfortunately, throughout the time of prayer, we are not able to use the toilets, even in emergency. That's why all of the doors of the toilets to the toilets have been blocked off. Now I'm going to take you for a tour around the church. You are going to notice that in the church we don't preserve the holy water. You will be able to see as well a special sign showing that you can go straight forward to the altar or towards the left and right. But please remember that walking in the church, you need to do very close to the wall to keep the 2-meter distance. You will see on the walls that there are special signs reminding you about practicing the 2-meter distance, and obviously the floor is marked in a similar way. And the green arrows are showing that there is one-way system in the church. On the benches, you will be able to see that there are special markings telling you that the seat is either out of use to keep the 2-meter distance. It's also marked with a special ribbon. And the seat for use is out of any signs. You might be pointed out, especially when the church is quite full, where to sit. Otherwise, walking into the church, you decide yourself where you're going to sit. To sit down, please take this seat. And remember, if you're on your own, sit in the middle of it. If you're going to bring with you members of the family who live in the same household, they can sit with you, but the seat is really up to 3 people. While genuflecting, please remember you don't have to touch the kneelers, as we keep them down all the time. And also, you need to remember to take with you all the materials, like books or booklets, that you're going to use during the prayer, as we don't keep them in the church. Parents who come with children need to sit with them at all times and make sure that the children behave properly, because the children are not going to be allowed to wander away from their parents. Also, because the church needs to be ventilated at all times, mind the weather while getting ready to come to the church. You will realize that we have prepared some extra seats. So on both sides of the sanctuary, we will have extra benches with 2 extra seats. While walking across the sanctuary, please do not touch the baptismal font or the lectern. While walking across the sanctuary, please deeply bow to the Lord, who is exposed at the Blessed Sacrament, out of reverence to him. Walking on the sanctuary is not allowed, so don't take the step to the sanctuary. And also, you can use the extra benches prepared on this side of the church. If you are a wheelchair user or you're coming with a baby on the pushchair, please come towards the front and to the left, because there are specially designated seats for them. Of the church, please mind the step on the exit door and sanitize your hands again. If you'd like to, you can help yourself to the same leaflets, the prayer leaflets or the envelopes as at the entrance, or to the palm crosses that we had blessed on the Palm Sunday. At the exit, there is another steward, and you can talk to him or her if you've got any suggestions. Because the time in the most crowded periods of prayer can be limited to 30 minutes. If you have been for these 30 minutes praying in the church and you hear the quiet sound of the bell, it means that there is someone else waiting in front of the church to be let in. If you parked on the car park on the way out, make your way towards the football field, or if you're going to walk home, go next to the hall. One important notice at the end: if you've got any symptoms of coronavirus, like higher body temperature or persistent cough, or the loss of the taste or smell, please stay at home. At the end, I simply would like to say that it's going to be a pleasure to welcome you back home, and the Lord is waiting here for you. So I'm looking forward to see you all here. God bless.